I'm going to go through a neighborhood that has one of the highest crime rates in the community today. I'm going to point out some streets within the vicinity. I'm also going to provide some tools that people can look at, not just for this area, but for other areas across the city of Barrie that will help them make buying decisions. Please keep in mind that some of the footage that you're going to see in content is just be sensitive to it. I'm not trying to show any disrespect, and I hope the viewers also don't try to show any disrespect to these people, because what you're going to see to me is just not pretty. Remember, like, share this information, follow for more information, hit notification as well, and we have some valuable links in the beginning of our descriptions that I think you should take a look at. Hope you enjoy the video. So this is the area that I'm going to go through a few things. You can see a lot of tents up, a lot of homeless, mostly drug addiction, and that's what's bringing in the crime in this area. What we're seeing a lot, crimes, theft, assaults, break and enters, etc. And this is why I think someone moving to the community in this geographical area should be concerned about getting all the facts as well. It's definitely really important. The street I want to focus on is Codrington first. There's parts of the street that is definitely a beautiful street surrounded with high-priced homes that are close to the water area. So when I look at the map for Codrington from the location that I'm currently at, it's a 4-minute drive throughout the Codrington street. So let's go take a look and showing you some of the homes in the neighborhood, and just again keep in mind when you're looking for a property in these geographical areas, you have to be concerned with this, because I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of people that move up to this community are using out-of-town agents that are not have the tools, don't have the experience about living in the community, and don't know the real areas like local agents do. So let's take a little quick drive through the Codrington area, close to the core of where a lot of this stuff is happening. You're going to see housing, apartments in here, detached, older area. As we get further down onto this street, it becomes a desirable street. So, but there is still concern because the proximity to that location is causing a lot of crime in the area neighborhood. So we're on the second half of Codrington heading east. You can see the difference in surroundings and type of homes that are in the area here. Desirable area. This is a very expensive area, a desired area for people that want to be in a good location close to the water, which is really important. You have large lots over here. They typically move fast, but to me, as a realtor in the community, wants to provide information that creates awareness. So you have to be aware 2 minutes down the road what's going on. So I really encourage people again to look at the crime map, to understand what's going on in that neighborhood. You can only go back 60 days, but there's a lot of valuable information. And you might find information and go, you know what, I just can't live with this. This is just, not an area I want to be with. That's the whole idea behind it. This is Nelson Lookout just off of Codrington. You can see, the real changes in the west Codrington to the east Codrington. I want to show a really important tool. I want you to go to Barrie Police Services. You're going to come here and you're going to go to the website. What I'm going to pull up is a local crime map, and what the crime map does, it goes through everything in a community that you're looking for. Just not this area. You can put any area that you want. And I think it goes back for 60 days. And I'll give you a little example. Community Safety Data Portal. That's what you want to click on. And we'll just give you some information about the police crime mapping tool. The crime map is part of an ongoing endeavor to share information about community safety and security. Disclaimer, I've read and agree to the above disclaimer. It won't allow me to pull up a geographical area. When I do that on my phone, it won't. It gives me something else. But when you're on a desktop, you can, maybe even a tablet, you can. It will outline the areas, with a mapping tool to show exactly what is going on in that particular neighborhood, as an example. Great tool. I encourage everybody to do this that does not know the community. It is phenomenal. So the next street I'm going to go to is Bersie Street. It's 1 minute away from this location that we're talking about, more of where all these problems are stemming from. So let's go take a little look at Bersie Street. Here's Bersie. You're going to see some duplex type of properties, units up, units down, a lot of rentals in here, as you can. It is 1 minute away from the Malcaster area that we were chatting about. Now I'll save my conclusion for the end of the video on my recommendations on the streets that we followed today. There's a second part of Bersie Street that we're on to as well. So again, you're going to see some multi-res type of properties behind us as well, more multi-res properties. There was an incident on the street a few weeks ago where someone broke in to a person's home and started to strangle them. Luckily, the person was okay, but again, pretty frightening, something to go through. Is pretty devastating. Long story short, that individual had other prior attempts and issues and charges, and is still walking the streets. He is now, in police custody, court case and stuff like that. One thing jumps out at my mind is that the police officer told the individual that this is becoming a common problem within this area. I was going to do a street that's a little bit away from this area, but I think the way the video is going, I should just stick into this area of the streets to avoid. And again, we'll give my conclusion at the end. So, tool number 2, I want to share. Go to Facebook. In your search, I want you to put Barrie Concerned Citizens, as you can see right there. This is a great app a great community that is valuable for people in all of the community, in all the neighborhoods. It really is a tool to let people know what's going on. There was a lot of posts on here. This is example. This is one that happened last night, 14 hours ago. This is Mapleview Drive in Red Oaks. I won't read the details. I just wanted to pass this information on because a lot of people talk about the areas and some good, some bad. This is what's going on, car thefts, etc., etc. It goes on and on and on. So great tool to keep yourself aware of what is going on in your neighborhood. So check that area out. It's awesome. So Sophia Street is like 2 minutes away from the location. And I'm also going to cover McDonald Street because it's right there. So why not cover it? So I'm going to open up the City of Barrie map on my phone and look and focus on the area that I think people should be concerned about. I'm going to show you where. Okay, it starts at this Malcaster Street area in McDonald. By the courthouse is on the right-hand side. Busby Centre is on the left-hand side. And with the Busby Centre, it gives a safe area for homeless and addicted people to use drugs safely. But it brings, my concern is it brings some other things to that community. If we look at the streets, we got Bersie, which I'm going to cover off in more detail. We got Teresa, Dundonald Street, Eugenia. This pocket here, you're talking homes in the million and above range, if you can find one. Then we got over to Codrington, which I'm going to cover off. It's right there. So if I look at the proximity on a map, so these are the streets I'm going to cover off, and I'm probably going to cover off one over on, a bit further from there is Clapperton, Wellington. I got Ross. No, I don't want to go that far. Usually Sophia. Anyway, I'm missing it on my map. Clapperton Street, here it is. So I'm going to map them out as well to give you an idea the proximity from this area that is really driving up the crime in this neighborhood. Okay, this is part of McDonald Street. Again, you're right in the heart of the area here. Not the most desirable street or neighborhood at all. It's just anyone moving to the area should definitely have caution for these streets and have an understanding of them. Street, just again right around the corner from McDonald Street, again a little bit away from that street, but still in the heart of it. So here's my conclusion about those streets that we covered off. Stay away from them. It is the ultimate crap area. Massive crime issues going on, as I mentioned, and it's not an area that you're going to want to be in. A lot of rentals. I would really suggest people looking for rentals in this area, stay away from it. It is not a safe area. And saying that, there is other areas and streets around this vicinity that are really good streets. And we went through the east side of Codrington. There's lots of beautiful streets over there that fetch big money. Anyone looking in that area should definitely be cautious of the surroundings close by. That's all I'll say on that. It is a good area. It's a desired area in the community. And a lot of people, you know, like to be in that East End. You get low turnover, you get large properties, you see people doing additions. One more point before I let it go is that sometimes people go, oh God, it's so close to the lake. Look how close it is. Don't make that as a buying decision. Be aware with all the tools that I provided in this video before making any decisions. And those tools are good, not just for this area, but any neighborhood in the community. Hope you enjoyed the video. And definitely hit the subscribe button for more information on Barrie City real estate market.